Good evening to all citizens of the state of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, especially my fellow educators, our teachers and principals. I bring you greetings from the Grenada Union of Teachers. Dorothea Dix said, and I quote, "The duties of a teacher are neither few nor small, but they elevate the mind and give energy to character." Therefore, fellow educators, it goes without saying that the task of elevating the minds and giving energy to the characters of the students under our tutelage is one of great significance. This year, the Grenada Union of Teachers celebrates under the theme, the GUT, 110 years and going strong, celebrating teachers and advancing education and nation building. It is essential to note that the continuous existence of the GUT is heavily predicated upon our past teachers and union leaders who served and sacrificed in order to keep our union strong. These include, but are not limited to, brothers Christopher Williams, Julius Forsyth, Dennis Thomas, Victor Antwine, and Samuel Britton, and sisters Dawn Lett, Elaine McQueen, Lenore George, Clarice Charles, and Jeanette Dubois, just to name a few. Our theme focuses on the celebration of teachers and the advancement of education and nation building. Therefore, brothers and sisters, we must never underestimate the value of our profession and the gravity of the responsibilities we have as teachers. Our efforts resonate throughout the very fabric of our entire society. For development, progress, and the future of our country does not emanate from the parliament or the boardrooms of the banks, but from within the walls of our classrooms. Let us never forget this. It is then our duty to ensure that we display exceptional professionalism and diligent pedagogical practices as we go about educating the students in our care. Ultimately, our aim is not just about producing high-achieving pupils, but rather competent and exceptional Grenadian citizens who will not only exist within our society, but function adeptly within the same, while laying the foundations for future improvement and development. During the last year, our union has been able to garner some noteworthy achievements. In March 2023, we completed firm but professionally cordial negotiations with the government of Grenada, signing a new collective bargaining agreement for the period 2023 to 2025. As per this agreement, our members will receive salary increases of 4% for 2023, 4% for 2024, and 5% for 2025, a nominal 13% salary increase over a 3-year period. These increases have been afforded to our members at the TAMCC as well. In addition to this, from 2024, principals will be placed in new salary scales where they would receive improved remuneration for the extra efforts they expend as school leaders. Furthermore, a first for the Eastern Caribbean and a second for the English-speaking Caribbean, teachers will now be paid for the marking of SBAs at the levels of CPEA, CCSLC, CSEC, and CVQ. We must acknowledge the astute leadership demonstrated by the head of our negotiating team and our union, Brother Jude Bartholomew, for these benefits. With the logistical and technical support of our teachers and the union, we have witnessed the triumphant and magnificent return of the track and field season in all its glory. Schools and branches across the length and breadth of our nation, held spectacularly competitive sport meets, much to the enjoyment of students, parents and guardians, and the wider Grenadian public. The season culminated with the re-emergence of two marquee events upon our sporting calendar: the Co-op Bank National Primary School Games and the Republic Bank Intercol Championship, both in their original and traditionally viable forms. We are proud of the many achievements over the past year. We remain concerned about some major challenges, though. We continue to lament and lobby against the fact that many of our teachers are employed through short-term contracts and face an unending cycle of temporary appointments. We firmly believe that due to the importance of the education sector, there should be greater urgency in facilitating permanent appointments and seamless upgrades. It is unfair to expect our teachers to give their very best year after year, producing stellar CPEA, CSEC, and CAPE results, organizing the aforementioned primary school games and intercall, and executing school fundraising events while still operating under the dark cloud of tenure uncertainty. Furthermore, while we are aware that the government of Grenada, through the Ministry of Education, is actively involved in repairs and renovations of school buildings all over Grenada, we urge greater expeditiousness upon these projects, as in many cases our teachers and students are forced to operate in some quite challenging infrastructural circumstances. During the month of June, we celebrated Teachers Month through participation in a host of activities. These activities include, but were not limited to, a church service on June 4th at the St. George's Anglican Church, as we opened the month with blessings of our Lord. Teachers Quiz on June 7th. Community Service Day on June 14th throughout all branches. Thereafter, exciting competition at teacher sports at Cuthbert Peters Park in Guelph on June 16th. Birthday celebrations on June 20th at the Progress Park. And just this past Saturday, teachers can cook in St. Patrick's upon the Bathway Beach. To our principals, teachers, and members all, we are grateful for your involvement and support across the diverse array of events. A Japanese proverb says, "Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher." Fellow educators, I urge that we recommit ourselves every day to going out and aiming to be that great teacher our students experience. Let us fulfill our responsibilities with excellence and love, for our hearts are slightly larger than the average human heart because we are teachers. As Titus chapter 2 verses 7 to 8 preaches, show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works, and in your teaching show integrity, dignity, and sound speech that cannot be condemned. The great Malcolm X said, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today." So, let us as Grenadian educators do all within our power to ensure that we fulfill our vocation to the best of our ability, advancing education and nation building as we usher the Grenada Union of Teachers into its 111th year and its 12th decade. Long live the teachers of Petite Martinique, Carriacou, and Grenada. Long live the Grenada Union of Teachers. Long live the citizens of our wonderful country. Good evening, everyone. I thank you.